Hello, everyone, and welcome to this tutorial about how to build an onboarding course for all of your customer service reps. I'm going to go ahead and start with the introduction, and then I'll kind of go over a brief list of exactly what we're going to do, and we're going to go from there. So after the introduction, we're going to overview specifically how we're going to break down the course and the structure for each, and I'll show you guys exactly what that looks like. We're going to do some lesson overviews, like what's the overview of the lessons, how are we going to break down the points, some summaries. We're going to introduce a resource section to get feedback on the course, so we're continuously improving. And then I'm going to show you about how to actually build it. So a lot of these things will be intermingled, but why don't we go ahead and start with the introduction. So first of all, who am I? My name is Paul Drake Verge, and I'm a Ukrainian immigrant from over 20 years ago, and I'm also, my Ukrainian name being Pavlodar Svitos Konshuk. I always have to say that, that's my brand. I previously worked in finance and marketing. I oversaw large marketing campaigns for some companies that you've seen. I've done finance for large companies. I founded Wildwood Caps, which is a company that makes wood caps, the first of their market. Something like this, just so you kind of see. And then I'm also recently the co-founder of Talent Trellis, where we help businesses grow by building really good teams overseas. Right now, we are specializing in customer service teams. So we've been in this industry almost 2 years. We're rapidly growing. And especially now, I'm getting a lot of people asking me, okay, how are you onboarding people? How are you really designing this course? So this is why I'm building this or recording, say, this specific video to show you guys exactly how I do that. So the first thing you might be asking is, why do we need to build a course in the first place, right? Well, your employees' time is extremely valuable, which means that you don't want to have to waste their time training new recruits over and over and over again, just because after you train them the first time, they might not even work out. So you have all that sunk cost, and because of that sunk cost, it's really inefficient. It's also not easy to scale. Also, you really want your more experienced employees spending time training the reps on the more nuanced aspects of the product as opposed to all the basics that everyone has all the time. So ideally, you want your reps trained up on your basic product knowledge so that your managers can ask managers more nuanced questions and they're not really wasting their time. Also, this saves you tons of time, effort, and is super easily scalable for training new reps. Now, what tools do we need to be able to build this course? Well, before I go into that, why don't I show you what it looks like? At the end, it's going to look like this. So we have a introduction video right here. So this is for one of our clients that we built over here. So this is day one, the foundations, and then it's separated into 3 separate lessons. And then the key points from the lesson, the brief intro. And then from here, we have the lesson, which is right over here, which I'll show you about how we're going to make this lesson. Then we have the transcription so people can easily refer back to it. From there, we also have an assignment. That was if the person assigned an assignment for the person to do. And then we have the 10 key points from the lesson. So the goal of this course is not only for your reps to be trained up, but also to have a resource they can keep referring back to basically either train them up on the product or understand the product better, that kind of thing. And in addition to this, we're like, okay, well, do they really even listen to the course? What's going on there? So that's why, in addition to this, we do have an assessment. So every lesson has an assessment that they complete right after that you can't cheat on because of the way it's designed, and you can't cheat on it. And they do the assessment right after, and then you can see where their gaps in their knowledge are, so you can improve the training time over time. We also have an FAQ section. I don't have it for this one specifically, but we do at the end of each lesson have an FAQ section like this, where reps can, as they're going through this course, give you some suggestions, some feedback on how to improve it. And then from there, we go to the next lesson. The next lesson has a quick review of the previous lesson, which we use AI to build. Then we have lesson 2, 10 key points, transcription, assignment, assessment. Very nice. I think you're starting to see the flow. Then it's next lesson, review of lesson 2, lesson 3, key points. If the lesson is shorter, if it's only 5 minutes, we don't do 10 points. There's no point. And then another assessment. And then that's basically the structure of the course. And then you have all the key points from lesson 1. That's that. So that's what the overview of the course is. And to be able to build this course, we're going to need a couple of tools. We're going to need ChatGPT 4 So you're gonna have to purchase it. I think it's like 10 bucks. We're also gonna need video insights and summary GPT. So I'll show you where to find this. This one is free, I think for up to an hour, but if you're processing videos for longer than 1 hour, you do need an additional like 10 bucks. You're also going to need HeyGen, which is what we use to actually make these videos right over here, like this with the AI avatar. You don't have to do this. This is optional, but I like to do it. We do it for our clients. It makes it look a lot more legit. And then we're going to need Test Gorilla, and Test Gorilla is actually how we build these tests. So I like Test Gorilla because it's anti-cheating proof. You can't cheat. The camera will like notice if the person's moving out of the way. So that's why I really like Test Gorilla, and I'll show you guys all about that. And then we're also going to need Notion. So this entire course is actually on Notion. So what do you need to do prior to actually starting building the course? Well, here's the thing. You're going to have to have one rep go through your entire onboarding process, whether that be day 1, day 2, day 3, and you're going to have to record the entire thing. So as you can see for one of our clients, this is them going through the onboarding an hour and 5. And then we actually recorded it. We sat in, we recorded it, and that's the video we're going to use to create the course. So basically what the idea is, you know exactly how to train your reps. You've been doing it for a long time. What we're going to do is actually record it, and based on those recordings for however long your process is. So for example, for our client over here, it was 7 days. So that's why the course was 7 days. And in those, there was 3 times where they met, which is why there's 3 lessons. So the first thing you're gonna have to do is take one rep and take them through this entire course and record it yourself. Not through the entire course, take them through your entire onboarding process and record it themselves. Additionally, we provide this service at Talent Trellis. So what we do is we actually give you one rep completely free for 1 month to try out. That's part of our offer. And with that one rep, we actually record your entire onboarding for you. And if you do manage to get more reps with us, then, because if you like the first one, then we actually do this free of charge for you. So that's just something to keep in mind. So you're going to need one rep to go through the entire process and record it. And that's that. Now, what's the first thing that we do? Well, after you record it, here's what needs to happen. You have to take that video and you're going to have to upload it on YouTube. So let's check this out. So this is our YouTube channel. You're just going to click plus, upload a video, and then let's see, maybe I have a video here I can quickly upload. Okay, no, not that one. So you're going to upload a video like this. You're going to take it, you're going to drag and drop it. And I'll tell you why. We're going to upload the video because this is the video we're going to use to actually create the course on ChatGPT. So you just create it, click next, nope, this is not very important, nope. But make sure you put it on unlisted. Unlisted means that no one else can see it unless they have the link. This part is extremely important. So when you upload the video, make sure it's here. It can also be public or unlisted, but I'm assuming you don't want to share your process with the world. So that's where you're going to go and do unlisted. Good? Awesome. You like my little hand gestures? It's going to be entertaining. I got to entertain you too. I got to entertain you throughout the lead magnet. Bada bing, bada boom. Maybe I'll put on a nice hat for you. Okay, I'll tell you what. To entertain you guys, I'm going to put on my creator hat. You like it? Cool. Now we're going to save this. Now we have the video. So the next thing we have to do is we have to lay down the foundations of the course. So to do that, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to ChatGPT. We're going to go to ChatGPT. We're going to create a new GPT. And then here's the thing with ChatGPT. You really have to be good at prompting. However, I found a hack. You don't have to be good at prompting. You just have to be good at prompting it to get the prompt. Prompt squared, promptception. I'm going into your dreams of prompting and then prompting up a storm. I'm Leonardo DiCaprio of prompting. Enough jokes though, let's continue. So I do have a way for us to do this. What we're gonna do is we're gonna copy this prompt, pause the video and write it down, or maybe I'll throw it in the comments section, or not the comment section, maybe I'll throw it in the description below in the resources. But basically, this is the prompt we're going to be using. And this prompt helps you actually create prompts. So here's what's going to happen. We're going to take this, we're going to copy it, we're going to go into here, and we're going to paste this prompt. And now the good thing about this prompt is, oh, what's going on? Why is something happening? There's always something happening with ChatGPT, I'm telling you. There we go. So we're going to take that prompt, we're going to paste it. and then go. And now basically what this does is it allows you to input your goal, and with that goal, it'll create a standardized prompt that we will then use on a specific GPT to get them to do the action we want. I know it sounds complicated, just bear with me. So what we're going to do is, my goal is for you to analyze a YouTube video in which I will upload. The goal is to create a course from the video. I want you to first transcribe the main parts of the video with general topics. I then want you to create a summary of the video with 10 key points. After that, you will create a 10 to 15 question assessment of the video using true and false, multiple choice, and short answer questions. Make sure to include the correct or expected answer as well. Now, what's going to do is going to take this goal and it's going to create an optimized prompt that you are going to use to actually create the course. So you see, look at this. It's going to say you're going to take on the expert persona of a course development specialist. You're going to analyze a YouTube video to create a course. You're going to transcribe the main parts of the video, summarize 10 key points, develop 10 to 50 questions, and then it has the parameters and this. Perfect. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take it and paste it into a very specific GPT. So this is the GPT we're going to use. It's called Video Insights, but to find it, all you do is this. First of all, you want to copy this. We're going to go explore GPTs, and then you're going to do Video Insights. Let it do its thing. Dance break, dance break, dance break while it does its thing. Dance break, dance break, dance break while it does its thing. Why don't we put video transcription? There you go. You're going to pick the first one, the video. This is the one you want to use right here. So I already have it loaded up here. Oh, there we go. We're back. Now we're going to go ahead and paste this original prompt that we made with the other prompt, and then YouTube video, and we're going to paste the link. So I don't really have one that I'm going to link right now, but I'll show you how to do it. So I like this video. This is a good video to make a course off. Okay, let's skip that. So this is an Alex Hormozi 30-minute training video. And I'll just show you the breakdown. So what we're going to do is going to copy it. Now remember, the other thing you could have done is when you go to your YouTube channel, see how it's unlisted, click this, and then copy it here. Same process. I'm just using another video because I don't have any specific training one. So I'm going to use this Alex Hormozi one. So once we're here, we paste the video and then we enter it. And let's see what it comes up with. Allow it. Now, there you go. Now, while that's doing it, what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to create a sample course that we're going to be working on together. So we're going to call this course. Now, the first thing we do is we paste the video in here. So I don't have that. I'm not going to paste that Alex Hormozi video, but it's as simple as this. You take a video, just like and you drag it and you drop it, and then it'll upload into Notion. That's why I love Notion. It's so easy. And then you'll see it's uploading. And then from there, what we're going to do is, now you see it gave a brief summary. You didn't quite do 10 points, but let's see, are these points any good? So understand, emphasize the importance of sales and fiction. Yeah, these look good. Perfect. These look good. So we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to take these, copy them. I'm going to do key points from lesson 1. And then I like for it to be blue, and we're just going to paste them. Look at that. Now, what I like to do is I like to turn it into a toggle list. So we're going to go turn into toggle, just because this way, it's just a preference. Like, you don't really have to do this. I just like them to be able to go like that, you see? So let's do that for the rest of them. I'm gonna go turn into toggle. Perfect. That already worked, you see? Perfect. That's actually a thing. If they already have bullet points here, the toggle list is a lot easier than if they have writing. However, so let's just go this. Boom, turn into toggle. Love it. See, boom. Boom, turn into toggle. Boom. Boom, turn into, this is why I love Notion. There's so much you can do. Toggle, boom, boom, turn into toggle. Perfect. Now we have our 6 key points from lesson 1. Now, the next thing we're going to do is, I know that we have this assessment. They made the assessment. So why don't we do this? We're going to take this, we're going to copy it, and then we're just going to drop it here for now. We're going to do this, new page. So when you do a slash new page, and we're going to do assessment, just so we have the assessment here. But we're not doing anything with it quite yet. You know what time it is? Time for me to switch hats. All right, partner. Let's continue. Gotta entertain you. Gotta increase the watch time. You know how it goes. Perfect. Now we're back. Now we have the top key points and the assessment questions, but we don't have the transcription. So it didn't really do it. So what we're going to do is this. Please provide a transcription with timestamps of the general topics. Let's see what that does. Allow. So that's why I love this, because it's actually reading the information from the video. You can talk to any video. I love this. Let's see what it comes up with. Taking a lot of actions. We're taking action today. Today's an action day. God, I really hope this video is recording. Okay, you see? So it has a timestamp, general information. Just make sure it's good. Importance of selling appearance. Perfect. I got everything. Great. Now, I didn't even put the summary of the video, but you know what? This is something we can include. And it put the assessment questions too. That's funny. No, but we just need the timestamp. That's the transcription. So we're just going to take this, copy it. We're going to go back to Notion. And we're going to go we're going to do a page. Lesson 1 transcription. I like to add icons. You can change this if you want. Oh, that's a nice one. But we can change it if you want, right? Maybe the theme is more, I don't know, plainy. You can do a plain. Copy in here. Perfect. Now your person has everything they need for the transcription of the first person. Alternatively, you could also do this. You could also go back and you could, instead of doing this, you could paste it here and then turn into toggle, right? Nope, that's not right. We just want to turn this one into a toggle, and then we can highlight all of this and drag it into here. And now we have the toggle. So it's up to you how you want to do it. I like this way. You can use this way, however you think is best for your specific, the people that are going through the course. All right, so how far along? By the way, I like to also add icons, add covers. You can brand this any way that you want. So this is lesson 1. Now, you'll see here that each lesson has a name, right? So the name of this day is Foundations of Customer Tools. So this lesson has a name, right? So let's do this. Come up with a relevant name for this first lesson in this course. There we go. And we can use that as the name. Now, obviously, when we do this, we go way more in depth and we check everything. This is just a very basic overview for you guys to understand, right? And then we're going to go like this. What's the name? What did I put it here? Foundations of Customer. Cool. So we're going to do this. Paste it here. Lesson 1. Now we have the lesson. We have the transcription. We have the 10 key points. Now for the assignment, this is if you assign something within the actual video, then it will actually, the ChatGPT will pick that up if you give it a prompt, and we will put that here for them to do. So now we have, where are we now? Now let's put a little bit more space. So now we have the 6 key lessons. Now we have to build the assessment. Now, how do we build the assessment? Well, I like to use a platform called TestGorilla. TestGorilla is great because not only does it actually give you questions for all these predefined roles. It can give you really good customer service questions. It can give you really good questions for, I don't know, like ChatGPT, for Google Ads. It gives you all these questions and all these tests, and most of all, it gives you personality tests, which you could then use. So if you remember actually back in step 1 and 2, the first thing we do is actually we create a very detailed test. And that test also includes a personality test and for them to send in a video, because once they do that, that's our first list. That's our first way to shortlist them. So we know what they speak like, we know what they sound like, that we know they can answer the questions. From there, we move to the interview. From the interview, we move to this face over here. So it's the exact same platform. So I highly recommend we use it. So how do we do this? Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to go and Okay, we're going to go to TestGorilla. This is the platform. This is what it looks like here. And we're going to create an assessment. So to create an assessment, we're just going to go to assessments. We're going to do create new assessment. English, we're going to do customer support, and do remote, worldwide. And then we can use a template, but for this one, we're going to build our own. Cool. Now we have our own. See, you can make multiple tests: motivation, communication, problem solving. I personally love the DISC assessment. We always use this one first. It's a very good way to determine if the person is going to be good or not. Remember, after you build out your ideal customer rep avatar, what you want to go ahead and do then is find out what that gives them the DISC assessment, make sure whatever their personality trait is, then you know that when other people take the test, you're looking for that personality trait. Just another way to shortlist, because we really want to find the best of the best. So for this, what we're going to do now is we're going to create the test. What am I thinking? I'm not going to choose any. I'm actually just going to go next. And now we have these questions. Now remember, we came up with the questions before. So now what we're going to do is we're going to pull up these questions. We're going to split these screens, and then we're going to add these questions. So we're going to add, for example, multiple choice. No, that's wrong. Yeah, so we're going to do this. We're going to add multiple choice. I thought they had a true or false section. Multiple choice. We're going to copy this question, paste it here. I'll give them a minute, whatever. Shouldn't take that long. And we're going to do true. Then we're going to do false. And the correct actor is false, right? Designed to focus for perfect, false. Now this is for your internal team, so you can just do the same here. This isn't really important here. Choose a category, motivation, skills, whatever you want. And then if this question is relevant or not, up to you. Now we're done, save. That's one question. Now do that for this. Then we're going to do another multiple choice question. So let's go here. Then we're going to do this, name it here. No, that's the time. Give them 2 minutes. Here, we're going to put these answers, right? Label the problem, clarify where they are, boom, elevation. The answer is B, right? Put the same thing here, whatever, you're done. And now I'll do a one for short answer as well. So we're going to pick essay. Let's give them 5 minutes for this one. And then let's see, does it give me? Yeah, it does. Okay, so it gives the answer here. So we're going to do this. Explain the concept of selling the vacation. We're going to put that in here, right? Put the same thing in here. And then we're going to put, this is what to actually look for in the answer. Concept means focusing on the result, right? And then you have to put why the question is relevant. This is just for internally if you want to use it or not, up to you. And then choose the question, whatever. Like from there, we're done. And you just do that for the rest of the questions, then you save it, right? And now we have our test. Perfect. Here you can manage access. Here you can put an intro video. I recommend if you want to do an intro video, we do this for you once we actually, if we work together, but you can make a video, hey, welcome to the exam, this is why we're doing this. Some anti-cheating settings, snapshot candidates will be taken every 30 seconds. Highly recommend this so they don't cheat. It's also a psychological way. If you want to give them extra time, up to you. Accommodation, show test results. Definitely show them the results because they want to be able to improve. And then if there's a deadline, so there's no deadline here. Then we finish. Now we can invite them, and then we're just gonna do this. We're going to copy the link. That's it. Now that we have the link copied, we can actually go back here and paste it, and then create a bookmark. Or no, we can embed it. Oh no, I don't want to embed it there. My bad. I want to embed it here, and then we're gonna do boom lesson. Day 1, lesson 1, assessment. Boom, boom, boom. Embed it. Now we don't need this anymore, so we're going to exit it. Perfect. Now, let's do blue. Now from here, they're going to actually be able to put in their email and take the assessment right away. There we go. And then you're going to be able to see, for example, here we did these for one of our other clients here. You're going to see all the different people that took it, what they got, right? And then here's the questions that we ask. So these are some really good questions. Right, clear and concise communication is not important when interacting with customers. Explain the importance of addressing product availability and offering alternatives. So if we do this, this is for you to decide, but if we work together, we'll do this for you. Or in tandem with you is a better word. Perfect, that's that. And now you built a test, right? So let's go back to our intro. Let's see where we're at so far. So we went over explaining the goal, boom, boom. We introduced ourselves. We introduce this, we cover the top key points, required documents, assessment. Okay, we covered over having a resource section. So remember, we can just put a resource section right over here. For example, we'll go boom, we'll add FAQs, reps to fill out questions they have. So for example, let's do this orange. We're gonna be like, what does closer mean, right? And then we can actually go in and answer it. Closer means XXX. What happens is once there's enough questions, like there are 15 or 20 questions, we're like, okay, now we have to redo the video actually with these in mind. That's how we keep iterating based on feedback. So it's very important to provide feedback. So day one, lesson one. From there, the only other thing you have to do is create an introduction. So you see here how we actually have an introduction. So how do we do that? Well, we're going to use a platform called HeyGen. And here's where we're going to do that. So we're going to go to HeyGen, but first we're going to go to ChatGPT and we're going to say, write me a brief intro to this course / lesson. Too long, make it shorter. Perfect. Now you have this. I copy that. We're going to go to HeyGen. Now this is a platform that makes AI avatars. So what you're going to go do is go to AI Studio. You're going to create with one. I recommend landscape for this. Then just a studio avatar, pick an avatar, boom. See, I actually don't have the feature right now. Let's do the demo, right? And then from there, you can add, lesson one intro. You can add a background here as well. So you can do orange. I know there's a way that we actually added our own background. I'm not exactly sure how to do that right now, but it's quite simple. Okay, perfect. Now we're gonna add a new script and then we're gonna paste it and then done. And then boom, oops. Oh yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but he's talking. But basically, once he's in there, you guys can figure this out. There's tutorials how to do this. Once we put in our script, right? We just put in our script. Let's delete that one. Let's delete this one. Text, if you want to add elements, assets, right? And we're just going to preview. I guess it's only available after submitting. But basically, once that is done, you're going to have something like this. So what we did here was we made this avatar. We put the script just like we said, and then we press play. And then you download this video, drag and drop it. You drag and drop it here. So for example, we'll do day one overview, oops, and link the video here. So I'll just put this one, for example, all right? And then we'll just do boom, 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 day one lesson. And now remember, you can name this whatever you want. I'm just giving you the basics here. Now, once we have that, we can just create a button to go into the previous and next lessons. Button, last, right? When button is clicked, add an action, open page, and then you select the page. Boom, dashboard. Done. And then you can take that, duplicate it, put it here, take this, put it back here. We're gonna go next, open a page. I like full page, and then boom, done. And that's it. And that's how we make the course. So now let's go back to the course. Where is the course? Okay, that's that. There we go. So now we have the day one. We have the introduction. Now that we have here, right? Introduction. We have the transcription. We have the lessons. We have the assessment, and we have the FAQs. From here, all you have to do is this copy and paste a thing for each day. So the only difference between what I did was, see, this is the beginning. So we just went over how to do one of these, right? Day one. So in day one, there's 3 lessons, which means there's 3 videos that people recorded. So we did lesson 1. Boom. Then once you have a second video on the second day, you do this exact same process again, right? You do the same process again for lesson 2. Then you do the same process again. Oops. Then you do the same process again, but for lesson 3. And then once you have all of those, once you have all the summaries, I like to put just the key points that we all did from lesson 1. So for example, these are just key days, not from lesson 1, from day 1, because usually it's like 7 days, depending on how long your onboarding is. So these are the top lessons they've learned. And remember, previous lesson, next lesson, we just add the buttons to facilitate it. So from there, that's what the course will look like. They will have an introduction. They'll have day 1. After day 1, they have an introduction to day 1. Then they will have the actual lesson for day 1, the transcription, the top points, the assignment. Perfect. Lesson 2. Lesson 2, brief review of lesson one. And to do this, you just go into ChatGPT. Hey, give me a quick review of lesson one. Put into Hey Jen. Here you go. Then we have lesson two, transcription, 10 key points, assignment if we have one, and lesson and the assessment. Same thing for lesson three. And then next lesson is just the key points. And then we go to next day. Now it's day two. Now there's an overview of day two. There are some resources. And back to things. So lesson one, remember, so there's lesson one, what happened in lesson one. No, this was day three. So we have lesson one, right? Video, 10 key points, assessment. Lesson two, video, 10 key points, assessment, right? We do that process over and over again. And from that, we have a very good course, very good foundational course. Once everyone goes to that course, not only will they have good knowledge, good initial product knowledge, they'll also be tested on it, and they'll also write in all their FAQs so you know where your training is lacking and where it can be improved. So not only is this scalable to get more reps in, it actually helps improve your process as a whole and makes you much more effective. Now, I know this is a lot. Now, if you have to pause, rewind, watch the video again, go ahead and do that. I know this is a lot. If you have any questions, just shoot me a message on LinkedIn and maybe I'll improve this guide. We'll see how it goes. Let's see if this is actually useful for anyone, first of all. And then, yeah, so Talent Trellis, like I said, part of our service is actually we do this entire thing for you. If after you get our first initial rep, they go through their training, we then go ahead and build out this course and keep making sure it's better and better once you have more reps with us. But this is basically how we do it, and our clients absolutely love it. It's been working super, super well. People are getting trained better and better each time. It's saving a lot of time for management. And yeah, so we did it. So we went over the lesson overview. We gave summaries of the lesson. We encouraged feedback. We talked about video insights. We uploaded the video to YouTube. We created prompts we created a prompt to create the prompt, which then was used to create the prompt for the video. I know it's a lot. We talked about using video insights, explaining unlisted videos on YouTube, why it's important to do that. We did this. We covered the assessments, multiple choice, integrating assessments with Test Gorilla. We talked about transcripting the top key points, and then organizing the content. And that's it. And that's our guide about how to create a full-scale onboarding course for future customer reps to go to save you a ton of money and effort in training and some costs. And it's also it's incredibly scalable, and it gives you continuous feedback. So thank you. Hope you enjoyed this, and let me know what you think of it.